Hello and welcome to Tantrum House Studio Awesome. I'm Katie.
And I'm Ryan. In this review video, we are talking about our 5 thoughts on the board game The Lord of the Rings Adventure to Mount Doom by Cosmos. In Lord of the Rings Adventure to Mount Doom, players are trying to get the Fellowship of the Ring across Middle-earth to destroy the One Ring. The game is for 1 to 4 players and is played in about 45 minutes.
So here are our top 5 thoughts on the Adventure to Mount Doom.
Number 1. Adventure to Mount Doom is a push-your-luck game. The movement is based on dice rolls, and players take turns choosing which characters to move. Now, deciding which character to move is very important because when you get into combat situations, only the people that are ahead of Frodo, those people are able to contribute to the combat and the others can't.
Yeah, so you have to be pretty picky about which ones get chosen to move. Number 2, the game is not super accurate to the books. So the map on this is convenient to play with, but it's going to bother a diehard fan who has a really strong sense of geography. I will say that it didn't really bother me, but I did notice that the game makers know that this map is not accurate, and they even apologize for it in the rule book. So kudos to Cosmos. There's also some neat character cards in this game that do follow the story well, and they really fit nicely into the gameplay. These cards will have special actions, and if they're timed correctly, they will follow the story in their effects that they do. So that can be really neat.
Number 3. This is another co-op game for the Lord of the Rings IP. There are so many Lord of the Rings games out there, and nearly all seem to be co-op for us. At least the ones we've encountered.
Yeah.
This isn't really a surprise since the story leads itself so well to co-op. You're that fellowship going out, assembling a party, and going on a quest.
Yeah.
This game can be for a single player, but there is no change in gameplay for a solo game. So this could be an issue if someone in your group likes to quarterback, because unless you're playing with that one challenge mode that makes it specific as to who can use those ally friend cards, really it makes no difference who's taking the turn as far as I could tell.
Yeah. Number 4. Adversary cards are their own push your luck game. So there are 6 cards dealt for the adversaries, and 2 of those are going to be face down. And really, the ones that are face down might be easier for your certain scenario, like where you're at and that sort of thing, what you're dealing with. So it is your own push your luck. I mean, it's sort of, are you going to put all your bet on like, okay, we know what this one is and we can kind of manage it? Or are you going to try to say like, oh, maybe we'll try this one adversary and it may be nothing for us. So your choices on adversaries can really mean the difference in winning or losing in this game.
And you might find that you just don't find a certain ally and you miss out on that particular part of the story because that person wasn't even dealt out. They were the random card that was left out of that location. Number 5. Lord of the Rings Adventure to Mount Doom is a family weight game. This isn't too complex in strategy or gameplay. There are options even for making the game easier if you're wanting to play with some younger kids. I think my 7-year-old niece could do fine playing with a little coaching. Mm-hmm. There are also options, like I said earlier, to make the game harder. If you didn't get tracked down by the Nazgul in the last game, then maybe you want to do that challenge mode where it's a little harder to use the ally friend cards that you come across.
Yeah. All right. So, Ryan, hot take. What is it?
Well, it is a Lord of the Rings game, so it's, positive in my book, but I don't think there's actually a whole lot there to the game, but sometimes that's nice. Like, just being able to quickly read the rules and be like, okay, here's your turn, let's get started, without having to totally go through all the rules and overwhelming people.
So, there was our 5 thoughts on the Lord of the Rings Adventure to Mount Doom by Cosmos. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and like and subscribe, and you can see more board gaming content like this. So here are our let me just start again. Blah 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 blah.